Here we are, going to get started on the first steps towards doing something similar to what I just did there. Let's talk about our right hand, our picking hand, if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, it's going to be your left hand, most typically. You want to keep a real loose wrist, relaxed fingers. Your arms should be relaxed. You really want to try not to hold a lot of tension there. This is something that was a challenge for me as a young player, and I developed some bad habits early on, and then I had to unlearn all those bad habits. So it's better to start out with good habits rather than to learn bad ones and get them in your muscles, and then have to get those habits out of your muscles. So nice relaxed hand. Also relaxed fretting hand. Hopefully you've got a guitar that plays well. If it takes you an inordinate amount of force to push the strings down and get a nice clean note out of the guitar, you might want to take it down to your local guitar shop and have someone take a look at it and see if they can help improve that. But assuming that you have a guitar that's set up well, it should not take a lot of force to get the strings down against the frets so that you get a nice clean note. And you want to use just the amount of force it takes to get that clean note and no more. So, not a death grip on the neck. And now the home position for your fingers here, let's start with the ring finger. The ring finger is going to be on the highest sounding string, which is the lowest string. It's the bottom of the stack of strings when you're holding the guitar. That's the high E string, and we'll call that string 1, and we're going to count from the bottom to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So ring finger is just going to rest lightly against string 1, the middle finger lightly against string 2 or the B string, and then the index finger lightly against string 3 or the G string. And your thumb is going to take care of all those strings. Typically it's going to take care of the strings 4, 5, and 6, the G, the A, and the D, and the low E string. So when we're picking, we want to avoid anchoring our pinky on the top. There's a lot of fingerstyle players you'll see that do anchor, and I'm not going to tell you that you absolutely can't do it. Some people are very successful playing fingerstyle with an anchored pinky. I think it has a tendency to sort of lock up those muscles in the hand. So I think it's better to not anchor your pinky and let your hand float over the strings, and just use those 3 fingers that we talked about against those 3 strings, gently, lightly resting there as sort of your home position. And then your thumb will either naturally drop to the 4th or the 5th or the 6th string. And what I want to start with as a first really simple exercise is just plucking on the 5th string while you're fretting it on the 3rd fret, like you would with a C chord. So you're going to fret with the ring finger of your fretting hand on the 3rd fret of the 5th string there. And I'm going to put the metronome on at 70 beats per minute. Nice, comfortable, fairly slow tempo. And we're just going to pluck that 5th string in time to the metronome. Doing nothing but trying to feel that rhythm and stay in time with the thumb on the 5th string. And when we pluck the string, we're not going to, you don't have to pluck it super hard. Just just light plucks. Don't pull the thumb down against the string below it. Pick with just pull the thumb off the string kind of up into the air above the strings. Really, really light movement. And there's our 70 beat per minute metronome. And stay relaxed and listen to that metronome beat and lock into it with your thumb. Like that. Now, as you get more comfortable, and you can do that, and maybe you get bored pretty soon, you can bump up your tempo. So maybe I'd go, I'm going to go all the way up to 80 beats per minute. I'm going to jump. You might want to take smaller jumps, maybe just an extra 2 beats per minute up to 72 or up to 75 when you're working on your own after watching this video. But I'll go to 80 and just do the same thing. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. My right hand isn't moving. There's nothing moving but my thumb. And it's not moving a lot. Just gentle brushes against that string. All right. You working on your own might take steps in 2 or 5 or 10 beat per minute increments until you get all the way up to 120, maybe, which would sound like that. So spend a little time doing that and playing along to the metronome, and make sure that you're comfortable listening and staying really well locked into the metronome. Just plucking one string with your thumb, and have fun with that. And then when you're ready, fire up the next video in the list, and we'll start adding a little more.